it best to listen to God. No matter how things might seem, it best to listen to God and do what God say do. God knows what best. God knows what we need. And God wants to have the best. Because God is the best. I have a testimony that I want to share. Jesus came to me in a dream. And he told me to marry this lady. When he was talking to me, he told me to marry her. He called her by her name. He showed me a picture of her face. And he said to me, she are getting older. And I woke up. So I went and told her what Jesus said. She laughed it off. I went and told her again what Jesus said. It looked like the more I was telling her, like she was getting upset with me about something, but I was only telling her the truth, what Jesus said. I don't know if it was she didn't believe, or she didn't want to believe, or she just didn't want to marry me. I don't know. But I went and told her again. The last time I spoke with her, she told me these words. She said, he told you that, not me. And I left it alone. And you know, what I'm saying, people, we got to be obedient to God. Something that we might not want to do, but we got to do them because God said do it. You know, if you go back and read your words, God told Hosea to marry a prostitute. Hosea didn't want to marry that prostitute, but he did it. And that lady was obedient. God sent an angel to tell Joseph to marry Mary. Hey, Joseph didn't want to do it, but he did it. And the lady was obedient. All I'm saying, people, we will follow our own feelings than following what God say do. There are so many people who went and got married and they regret they married that person. How big a blessing can it be that God chose or pick a person for you to marry? You know it got to be something good coming from that. If God stepped in and told you what to do, who to go and marry, man, that is a blessing. God would tell a woman who's going to be her husband, but up to her to believe that. If God would tell a woman who's going to be her husband, why is she still looking? God don't spoke. Jesus said, my sheep knows my voice. So if you know Jesus' voice, you know it him speaking. He told me what to do. But the reason why that I'm not married, not because I did not do what Jesus told me to do, it's because the woman did not believe. And she don't believe. I don't know why. I just to think about that, Jesus telling someone to marry you, that just make me look at it like he picked you out of all the women in the world. He picked you. That is a blessing. Man, if women can get that every day, they would be so happy. Just to hear a man say, Jesus told me to marry you. And then the man tell you to go and ask Jesus yourself. But let me tell you something else too. The lady that he told me to marry, she had been married once before. And Jesus did not come to me until her husband passed and told me what to do with her. So as long as that man was living, he was not going to allow me to do that. Well, he did not come to me to tell me to do that. But when he passed, he told me what to do. And I went and told her. There are so many women out here in this world right now looking for a husband. So many women out here waiting on their husband. And I think that the biggest blessing, one of the biggest blessings that a woman can have, that Jesus giving her a husband. Because the way the world is now, it takes two people. It takes two people in a household. It takes two. No matter what, it takes two. If the devil can keep that household divided, guess what? The devil is winning. He happy. But a woman need a man. A man need a woman to run a household. There's no way you can do it by yourself. When that man and that woman have God in their household, husband and wife, their house is going to be blessed. It will be blessed. It might seem like it's struggling. They're going through something with things happen, but it's not. It's just a test. It's just a test. For Jesus to tell me to marry this woman, call her by name, and show me her face, it was something that he know that I didn't know. And he wanted me to do it when that time was right. But you know what? It didn't happen. I don't know if it's going to happen now. Because if someone don't believe, what can you do? But I done my part. And I'm so thankful that I was obedient to go and tell her. I'm so thankful that I listened to what Jesus said and did not hesitate when I went and told her. I know there are some men in this world that Jesus have told to go and marry that woman. I know that. I know that Jesus has spoke to some women and told them they're going to be your husband one day. If we be obedient, nothing but good come behind what Jesus is doing for us. Nothing but good come behind it. Jesus said, obedience is better than sacrifice. So that tells me, if I'm obedient, He gonna bless me. He gonna be there with me and for me. But everybody not a believer. No, I did not believe that, but now I'm beginning to see that. Some people just want something at that moment. They don't care how they get it. They don't care what they have to go through to get it. But I would rather listen to Jesus anytime than doing something on my own. If I make a mistake, I got to pay for that. If Jesus tell me something what to do, it's not going to be a mistake. It's going to be a blessing. You know, I really hope that they can help somebody. Because somebody going through this, somebody wondering, like, hey, Jesus told me to do this, but why this lady or this man not doing this, why they don't believe it, why they don't want to do it, it's not your fault. Maybe, maybe God got to work on that person to get that person right, to get that person in place in order to receive the blessing that he want to give them. Because you already know. If you're a true believer, you know what he's going to do. You know. So, I really hope this helps somebody. And whatever you're going through, always put God first. God can see further than you. He knows things before you do. And don't ever get tired of praying. God will never get tired of listening to your prayer. He want to hear your prayer. He wants you to talk to him. Whatever going on in your life, don't be afraid to talk to God about it. Have a blessed day. Please like and subscribe. Be blessed.